trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog. The day that you finally pop off. Just a once off. You put your time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the pain. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. GOD who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome.
I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions. I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Taylor. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class. Seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. A legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence. Assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Come on.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Really now starts to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
The score, Rams 10, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down throw for Mills. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Taken down by Pete Warner. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next week they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Saints 7.
Second and 12. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
How to run the draw. Madden ain't giving you nothing, and he only going to run and throw 288.
Put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They give up the middle to Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play fake, Mills. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action. Mills. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, Mills. Caught right side, Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. on 2nd and 9. Mills. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 24 yards.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action now. Mills. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Final play of the half, Mills. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the give, this is Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Slot man moves right. A give running right is Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're going to look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mills. And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw, Mills. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run this with Akers. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a run with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. 50 Maverick. 50 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara to the 27-yard line.
I feel see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Mills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the move to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And some space here. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super